My apologies for that, gamers. Hopefully it's not a black screen like I'm seeing. But I hope everybody is back. It appears to be that everything is up and going. I am joined by Tino. Tino, if you could just double check the stream to make sure everything's okie dokie hunkadori.
It's working.
It's working? Marvelous. Look at
Thumbs
that.
up.
I'm getting an ad
Yeah,
on my
this
own
is very
video.
nice.
Gotta love that. Welcome, gamers,
If only you had my brother.
to another Minecraft live stream. I am once again back on the S8 Sun C8 Sun live stream, and we are experiencing a beautiful day here, as you can tell. Wonderful. Today's plan: we're going to expand the farm a little bit, and then we're going to work a little bit on a wood farm. Because I was experiencing some little ideas here. I have flattened this all out completely. I expanded this a little bit more and all that. And I have been starting to work on the pathways. So the whole idea now is just to continue the progress, really. I have also got myself some armor. I've got tons of stuff. You know, like, I've kind of been playing a lot the whole day. So hopefully the stream won't die and it'll be working. But I hope everybody's doing alright. How are you, Tino? How's life been treating you so far?
Since yesterday I've only slept, so yeah, I'm still the same, still alive.
Well, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've actually followed your advice of doing like more linear torches, or water buckets rather. Also because I kind of want to have like a smooth transition between forest and farm. So we'll have to see. Welcome, Granny. Welcome, Brandon. Granny, I know you're on the server, so I don't expect you to be really watching 100%. But Brandon, welcome. I hope everybody's doing all right. 2,
Don't worry, he's
4.
only gonna stream snipe you.
Yeah. Nah. I think Granny's a nice lady, so I don't think she will dare stream snipe me. I said that. Famous last words. I turn around and just get an arrow to the face.
Exactly.
No, but I was just explaining the plan to everybody. Or to like the 2 people who are watching. The plan is very simple. It's just keep working on what I've been working on for the last 3 days non-stop. Essentially. God, I don't know how some people can do these massive build projects. Like, I've seen some huge projects, not just on this, well, not really on this server to be honest, but on other servers that you see these huge buildings that take what you'd expect would be days, and they just do it in hours. And I've been spending 3 days on this simple project. Granted, it is survival, but still, like, Lord, I don't know how these people do it. So credit where credit due.
Systematic approach. That's how they do it.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It's most likely that. I'm not very systematic. I have my stuff all over the place.
Yep. But does it really matter too much that you have your stuff all over the place? As long as you're having fun, right?
That's true.
Making
I mean,
a big ass bomb.
to be honest, this little thing here is my base. A chest that's full of was full of junk, 2 crafting tables because why not, and 1 furnace, and a campfire that I don't even know who placed there, and I accidentally just extinguished, and a bed. Oh, you can do 2 things at once, Granny. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad, because I clearly cannot. No, but some people's builds. I mean, Granny's house, which is just over there by those trees. You'll see it later, a little bit later, Tino. But she has quite a nice house. And it's clear that she's put a lot of attention into it. And by the looks of it, she's got barrels on the ground for storage. So I have to admit it, that's quite a smart technique. One that I would have definitely not have thought of. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're gonna
I like barrels.
do a barrel roll.
Barrels are nice. I would if I could.
I don't think you could. You just lie on the ground and you just roll over. Isn't that technically a barrel roll? If we'd go into the definition, you know.
Yeah, sure, but I'm not getting off of my chair. I'm too lazy for that.
Also, it's their day job. Yeah, that probably explains how people can build massive projects. You know, I mean, granted, I'm working from home right now, and I only have to do 30-minute calls twice a day, so it's not like I'm missing out. But yeah, they probably have like a much more free day, rather. All right, let's fill up all this water. Chuck these in. I think that's about it, really, for structures. You like to look at the barrels on the ground. Yeah, actually, it was quite interesting because I was just going around just taking a look at everybody's build so far, and I saw yours, and I was like, everybody's got like chests laying around things, but where on earth are yours? And it did take me a while to realize that you had barrels, and was quite a remarkable
You'd be a bad raider.
Well, there's no raiding really allowed on the server, so it's not like I will be actively trying to raid, but yeah.
You know? No, but I'm just saying it as it is.
Yeah, I would be a pretty horrible raider. I'm no good in PvP. I think if H3 decides to join watching the stream rather, he will contest that when it comes to PvP, I am the person you do not want in your team. I'm the person you have to choose last because I am horrible.
Don't worry, so am I. It's fine.
Which is also why I base my
It's not like killing people is a main skill you need in Minecraft, right?
That's true. I mean, there is PvP, but it's not, heavily PvP based. So it is quite fascinating, really, how well people can play. Like, if you look at some of the videos of anybody playing any PvP based game, I mean, the most popular ones I can think of right now are more Battle Royale. Like, I cannot do that at all. I mean, I've been playing squad with you, Tina, couple of hours nearly every day, and we're still nowhere near as good as anybody there.
Yeah, but squad is just like, you need to be good at spotting stuff, and if you don't, well, you're screwed.
Yeah, that's true. It does take a considerable amount of skill. And I love talking with the people on the game. I'm in a couple of Discords, and they just have this knowledge of the game that even if we played it for years, we would nowhere near come close to these people. And this is like skills that they have acquired over many years. I just went all movie reference there, but the idea is there. I am a cannon folder all the time, fodder all the time.
Fodder. Come on, man.
The one thing I can do, it's a what way shots was that killed me low. Oh yeah, yeah. That's more or less the extent of my skill as well. But I can only do that if there's a reticule on my screen that tells me where I get shot from. A game like Squad is not forgiving.
Oh yeah, it is.
Which is why I think I enjoy it so much.
Yeah, I like a game that is just a bit more hard and, well, requires knowledge. Let's just say that, because if I hadn't played games with tanks and all that stuff, I wouldn't have known how tanks worked, and I would have just messed up even more.
Well, World of Tanks is a hacker's game.
Oh, shut up.
We have discussed this over many times.
It's not a hacker's game.
It was a popular discussion at uni.
Oh, come on, dude. Not this again.
When I pass, which hopefully will not be soon, on my tombstone, if I get buried, is gonna say, "World of Tanks is a hacker's game. I got last word," or whatever like that. You know.
Just your last words are that.
Lord, Granny, take me out for lunch first. Don't or dinner. No, but definitely your experience as a tank driver has helped a lot, or former tank driver rather.
Lot. Former. I'm playing these tanks right now, man.
Wait,
Yeah,
I mean, do you still,
I'm hacking my way through the win.
wait, you are still an active player of World of Tanks then?
Yeah, War Thunder as well.
Oh. Well, I used to actually play a lot of War Thunder, but I used to play it, and I know what people are going to say. I used to play it on my Mac. I think, we knew each other then, where I used to play games religiously on a MacBook Air. I started this channel, actually, on a MacBook Air. Now, that kind of tells you some level of dedication. I used to play Ark at, 4 FPS, something like that, and I thought it was the most amazing thing. And if I ever went over 10, I would be like, oh my god, the detail. So I used to play World of Thunder, War Thunder a lot.
War Thunder.
War Thunder, that's it. Judd, see, I haven't even played it in so long that I don't even remember what it's called. Sleep in your own bed. Exactly. That's what I say as well, Granny, But yeah, I'm not much of an Apple person. I'm not someone who supports it in any shape or form. I give him credit where credit is due, but I am not someone who supports Apple a lot. And I kind of want to buy a MacBook Air just so I can play games in old school horrible FPS. I know it's...
Yeah, well, there's a little issue with that, and that is the MacBook Airs that are current year. Their cooling is garbage.
horrible. Yeah.
Their fans don't even connect with the heat sinks, so they'll break very quickly. So, as much fun as it sounds, it's not gonna last, and you can't sell it.
Yeah. Well, that's another reason why I say I'll give Apple credit where it's due, because they do make some good products. I'm being very careful with my words right now. The only challenge,
examples?
For example, I mean, God, you're really putting me on the spot here.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay. What I was trying to say.
I'm not trying to be mean.
I know.
Like,
well, what I was trying to
your
say
opinion on it
was more they were pioneers, and I might say still are pioneers in their own romanticized $700 for a set of wheels way. And they are pioneers. The only challenge is that now they're focused more on this false reality of having extremely high-end prices, that has put a lot of people off. But this is actually something. This is an economic term here. Is that people buy it for the name. This is something my mom's an economist major. I know many people who study economy, and they all say the same thing: is that people like Prada and things like that, and Apple and Louis Vuitton, all those things, they don't make products to buy. Like the high end, very expensive stuff is so absurdly expensive that people will buy it just because of the name. They're not buying it because it's made of good quality. Because let's be honest, you just said just now, the heat sinks itself are falling apart and dying.
That's only with the MacBook Air, by the way, not any other products. Just saying.
Still, if you care about your product, you would at least kind of know what you're doing.
True.
I think that goes without debate. So when I heard, God, I keep losing my train of thought. You see, Granny, I cannot do two things at once. I'm trying to make craft hose, and I'm losing my train of thought, and I completely forgot what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say is people buy things because of the name they come with. Like, for example, when you buy Apple, you think of prestige. You know, if you're a graphic designer or whatever, you have to have a Mac. It's kind of like become this symbol. If you're a white girl who lives in LA, you have to have an Apple. You have to have an iPhone. And I've even mentioned this at work, and people are like, "What are you on about?" You know, that is so not true. And then you count everybody who has an iPhone, and it's clear that 99% of them all have iPhones. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that that's what it's marketed as. You know, so
True. Yeah.
and the operating on ISO is spectacular. I'm saying it right now. As someone who does not enjoy Apple, the ISO on a flagship iPhone, top of the notch if you're not, you know, if you're not the best at using an Android, or if you're not the best at going deep into the files to change something. Which I love
You
doing
mean
that.
iOS?
ISO's cameras. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. All right. All right.
iOS.
No, all right.
Yeah. The operating system is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And because if you think about it, the operating system on a Mac is super clean, super simple, very easy to use, and people want that. You know, I love going into the settings of every app I own and spending hours, like on a bus or something, just changing the settings and seeing what they do. I won't lie, it's a weird habit to do, and I don't own any mobile games on my phone because I just spend hours just going through the settings. And that's what I like to do, and that's why I always stick with Android, and that's why I love my Samsung and, you know, all that stuff. I do have a brand preference of Samsung, but to be honest, any Android phone does more or less the same thing.
Pretty much, yeah.
And people stick with Apple because of the clear operating system. And as a developer, you and I are both, you know, media developers. We both know how to code things in various languages, and we know that a clean UI always has more favorable results than a messier UI. You know, so
Well, to me that's a bit different because I also do like backend server stuff, and well, if I make an application, it's nice to have nice to have a UI, but it's not always necessary. And on top of that, applications I use, I'd rather have something that works great and is just perfect in the ways it works with messy or less than average UI. Because I think if I go for a UI, well, if I go for a UI and it's not as good, then I'm going the wrong way. I'm supposed to be picking the stuff that's good, easy, easy to use, but also works well. And of course, if an application with a good UI, or better looking UI even, and it works just as good or better, I'm always gonna pick that.
yeah. Well,
But
I mean,
I don't want to compromise how it works.
I think that
For how it looks.
that might be one of the reasons why I never got into backend development, for example. Because as you know, I've struggled for years. Even to this day, I struggle with backend development. I am a front end all the way. It's something that I enjoy more. I can spend hours just fine-tuning small pixels. That's something I never got with backend is, A, where the hell does one start, like learning backend? Because there's so many different things.
Right.
And also, you don't see what you're doing. You know, like you can talk about, you know, your flowcharts, or I forgot what they taught us at school, what they're called. You can talk about that all you want, but for me, I need a visual aid. Like, I need to see for the fact that what I'm doing actually is changing something for the better or for the worse or for whatever it may be. Because I cannot wrap my head around about suddenly this appears here. Like, if I do not see that, like, for example, making a square in front end, you know, it might take a little bit to learn, but once you know it, and once you know how to move it, you can know exactly where it is, and you can just refresh the page, and voila, it's there. It's wherever you want it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you just cannot do that with backend, unless you somehow make a front-end version of that.
Front end, back ending. No, that is completely right, and that's why for me, backend. Well, I thought a lot of different things about front end, right? I started out as front ender. I went like apeshit with CSS and animations, all that stuff.
Hmm.
But if I went and typed JavaScript,
Oh.
I went into a different mode because I tend to do everything with CSS and only manipulate CSS with JavaScript.
Hmm.
So I have two different modes because I don't touch CSS with JavaScript. At least I don't touch like styling directly. So I have a data mode where I think, all right, this is supposed to do this exactly, and it's exactly the same in backend.
Hmm. Yeah.
But it's all like subjective because some people are just not front end. They can't do front end. A good friend of mine, he is well, not a legend, but he's really good in backend, right? He's miles ahead of me in pretty much every good backend language.
Do I know him?
But in the front end,
Do I know him?
I don't think so. I don't think so actually. I won't be mentioning. Well, actually, yes, you do know him because we played with him.
Oh,
Is that a guy?
GTFO.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Right. So, but if you make him do front end, well, he knows a bit, but he starts to cry when he has to do it. Not literally, but.
So it's the complete opposite of me. I start
Uh,
to cry if I start doing back end.
oh man, yeah. But w- before you even came to Competa, like the boss, or at least the person you know as boss, gave me an assignment to do only backend and gave him an assignment to do only front end. Um, well, back then I didn't know any backend. I wasn't too well resourceful in that department. But I went fine. I guess I'm just a jack of all trades, master of none kind of guy. But
I'm
he just
surprised you
had
know
to
that
do front
expression.
end. And
I'm surprised you know that expression.
see what I mean? See what I mean? Jack of all trades, master of none. But yeah, he was struggling, and I couldn't help him. It was literally said that I couldn't help him because otherwise he'd be done in a few hours. And I felt so bad because he was just looking so depressed.
Just quickly, uh, sorry for the very late reply, Granny. Um, yeah, I mean, the iPhone is very preference based. It really is. And I know whether or not you're a granny or not, I'm not sure. But the iPhone is something that more elderly users do prefer because of its simplicity. Now I'm not trying to change your mind. It's just a fact. That
Old timer.
yeah. I'm not calling you old, by the way. I'm not calling you old granny. You know, I think I'm probably digging myself into a hole here.
Yep.
Well, shit. Okay, well there you go. I lost my number one viewer. But it is more easy, more simple to use. Fuck, I did not.
And
help myself.
nothing bad about that because good design is simplicity to use. It's just
Exactly.
with Apple, at least for the MacBooks, I am a power user because I'm a developer, right?
Yes.
When I use macOS, it kind of treats me like a baby who doesn't know how to use their computer, and there's no setting to change that, and that's quite annoying. On top of that, their keyouts and the keyboards are kind of meh,
Mm.
so that's just one thing for me as a developer I just don't like, but that's me.
What the keyboards?
Yeah, like the layouts and using different like combinations, and some combinations like refreshing a page are like not very nice on your hands, and
It's the
that
same.
just
It's the
annoys
same
me.
buttons as Windows, to be honest, though. Control
No, it's
R,
not. It's not.
Control R, and Command R.
No, they're laid out a bit more awkwardly. Like I have to use my fingers in a really weird way. I don't remember which ones exactly, but I remember that on Windows I could just do simpler, at least the same amount of keys, just laid out very comfortable, right?
Mm.
A way I could actually use them normally. And then there's like Mac, there were some commands where I had to use two fingers on the bottom and then a third finger, like my middle finger, way over to the left. So it was really awkward.
Well, actually, because we were in 42 together, weren't we?
Yep.
So
Ooh,
so we used Macs there, didn't we? Because they used Macs.
no,
Oh, I
I
thought.
use my own laptop.
Oh, didn't remember. Thank you, Granny. I appreciate your kindness. She's saying it's all good, which fills me with joy and confidence.
Oh, oh, jeez.
I love the game.
I can now talk to any grandma.
Speaking of which, I need to I need to call my adopted grandparents. This
Wait, did they adopt you or did you adopt your grandparents?
actually kind of I adopted them because my grandparents died. I only met a couple of my grandparents. Actually, yeah, literally a couple. I only met two. So when I moved to New Zealand, way back when, I met these two old ladies, and they kind of who became very good family friends, and as a result, became a family tradition really to to adopt a grandparents everywhere we go. So they are more or less our adopted grandparents. My sister and I adopted grandparents here in New Zealand, and when I moved here, they were the first people I saw. I moved here, and then 2 days after moving into my new place, I went to go see them because I haven't seen them in forever. So I need to call them tomorrow because I need to ask them if they're going up to a place where I volunteer.
It's nice.
Let's cut this off.
Well, if they go at least. Also, if you hold it down and there's no water, it's just gonna go turn back. You
I
know
know.
that, right?
I don't know. Well, because I want this broken style here that you can see, because I wanna merge it in with the next farm. So I don't want to have a hard line between the farms. Because I don't enjoy hard straight lines. That's why.
You don't like hard things, all right? Starting the thing dirty again. Oh.
I do not prefer straight lines. Now he's gonna say something about being straight.
I'll I'll hold it.
Well, you can't really say
Don't
anything
worry.
because you know I was gay when I was a competitor, so it's not like there was much hiding of that.
Wait, you're gay?
I was a competitor, yeah.
Oh yeah, you would.
With
You
a
were
no.
acting gay.
No, I
But
wasn't.
are you actually gay?
I was, yeah. I was just trying it out. Yeah. As horrible as it sounds.
That was mostly with the ML guy. He was a riot.
Well, stuff has happened. Yes, I should call them. Jeez, jeez, UK Granny is just hardcore over here. Let's, add some.
Well, she said it at the moment when you were talking about, calling your grandparents.
That's true.
So
That's true. There is a bit of a delay, which I can.
a little bit.
All right. Okay. Now it's dark time. I can see where they need lights. Oh my god, a witch! I have not seen one of these in Minecraft in forever. God, they laugh. I didn't realize they laughed.
Good luck at work, mate.
Enjoy your work, Brandon. Stay safe wherever you are in the world with this situation that's happening, and work hard, work on, bro.
Work hard, play hard.
Exactly, that's the motto, isn't it? All right, so the farm area has been lit up entirely now. So, in theory,
has?
whenever I build stuff and do stuff... creeper, don't blow up. Of course you blow up. In theory now, this place should be safer. I love how the farm is more lit up than the main community area.
Oh yeah, because farmers know their shit.
Why on earth is
Farmers
a
are just
zombie?
superior. Also, if you press F7, there should be some aids, as in knowing where mobs can spawn.
Nope.
Ah, that's a mod then. All right.
Nope. I don't remember how to show chunks. Like you can have like a wire that's up that shows your trunks. Oh, that's something up.
Don't show my trunks.
Chunks, you muppet. Alright, Granny, I shall see you in a bit. Alright, let's kill these. Okay, this... Apparently it's not lit up enough, because there's still zombies spawning.
Exactly.
What, the light value has to be 12, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Where's the light value, though? Oh, light.
Where's the light?
Yeah, I think that... I don't remember. Oh yeah, there's a bug now, where if they hit you and you stand still, the zombies, nothing hits you. Like if I stand still, they don't hit you. See? Well, you'll see it.
No, well I can't see it now, but
It's a very
maybe in a
weird.
year.
They fixed it in the most recent snapshot, but practically essentially, if you stand still, while mobs hit you, then they'll come up to you, but they won't hit you anymore. Okay, so apparently this is still dark enough to spawn critters. There you go. But what was
Oh
it?
yeah, for chunks it's F3 plus G apparently.
What? What was chunks?
Which yeah, Granny just said chunks is F3. Jesus, F3 and then the G key as well at the same time.
Oh,
And she's back.
that's
Is
useful.
what she be saying.
That's actually really useful because that will help a lot when I'm building the buildings in the community farm. Because I'm.
But we need light levels.
Oh, light levels
Torches.
F3, and then you see client light 15, sky block, and then the block. And I think if it's higher than a specific amount, then mobs can spawn.
Yeah, but you can't see it visually, and that's just annoying.
You can just guess. All right.
Well, that's not very accurate.
Interesting. Well, that's useful though.
Interesting. A block is a block.
All right, so this is more or less done, you could say. We could start. What do you reckon is a good transition from wheat to forest? Because having a wood farm nearby base is kind of a good idea. I mean, granted, it's not going to be anything fancy with automatic pistons and all that jibber jabber. It's mostly just going to be trees planted, a couple buildings, and then that's about it.
I don't know.
Should I have a path running between the two? Like just have a path running along here.
Well, going from the farm to the tree farm or the forest, that actually, I think that's nice.
Well,
Just having paths in general is nice.
Well, I have been working.
Don't make
on
too many
paths.
though.
I have been working on paths. I kind of wish I had like an elytra if I was in creative so I can fly up and I can show you. But I have like added a path that goes all the way down the center, kind of follows the valley a little bit and goes up there and down there. So I have done a little bit of the path work, but I just need to figure out the best course of action when it comes to here. Also, I need to plant potatoes. Melons and pumpkins. Speaking of which, Granny, you don't happen to have any watermelon seeds, do you? And that's a bit of a stretch, but if you do, that'd be very grateful. And apparently my watermelon seeds have been taken. Oh no, they're right here. It's about to be very mean and judge someone for something they have not done.
That's what I do all the time.
We can place one there, place one place
If something goes wrong, I always blame Seb.
per every little letter. That's mean, but agreeable, I suppose. If you really want to put it
Well,
that way.
yeah, if a picture I take does not turn out, I'm just gonna say, yeah, it was Seb's fault because he did not teach me how to use a camera.
Actually, I'm.
You're what?
You cut out there, by the way.
You're drinking.
Yeah, it was. But I'm gonna be doing some night photography. No melon, sorry.
Yes,
No
you are.
problem. I'm doing some night photography tomorrow, which I'm very, very excited about.
You better be, because night photography is awesome.
So, alright, you know what? Since I've got these torches, I know I'm gonna be needing them, but I'm gonna light this place up and fix it all up because this is very dark. Don't blow up, please don't blow up.
Oh,
That's
actually,
someone's base.
there's a question I've been wanting to ask. In
Dangerous.
New Zealand, are there a lot of places with very little light pollution?
Oh my
Where you
god.
can actually see, like...
I'm driving 20 minutes
Stars.
and I get 0% light pollution.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, yes.
That's awesome.
We
I
are.
always wanted to see it, but, well, light pollution, so yeah. That's not gonna happen.
In the Netherlands, no, you cannot. Maybe if you go all the way up to Friesland, possibly. You might get lucky. But
Mm,
no.
small chance, maybe, who knows. I think the chances are little. Would be nice, but hey.
I think someone's knocking on my door, but it's way too late for someone to be knocking on my door. And I no longer have a roommate, so it's
Nah.
Alright, so that's kind of the community place, kind of lit up. Yet somehow there's still a skeleton. Please explain yourself, skeleton. How on earth did you spawn?
Where did you spawn? Where is the spawn point?
Wait
Where is
a
it?
minute. I see a young lady. That's right, young lady playing around with my melon seeds. Much obliged. I think they spawned pretty well. I think that will kind of be enough melons to keep people happy, I reckon.
I could have said something so bad, but I didn't. I'm proud of myself.
Thank you very much, Granny, for the bone meal. it's kind of funny. The farmer has no bone meal. Sad times.
Wait, those are pumpkins, not melons.
Yeah, what did I say? Did I say
Melons.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Scratchy nose. So in theory, there's now okay. Do you know what? That's actually a kind of good transition. Is I'm gonna have like a row, kind of like what I have now, with melons and pumpkins, to allow kind of a transition, and then I'm gonna have shrubbery into the tree farm. That's probably the best idea that I can think of. You like the young bit. you are very young. No, if I say very young, that just sounds creepy.
God damn it.
You are young in your.
Well,
in
we
the
make
eyes of your
anything
man.
creepy.
That's true. If you say anything in a specific way, it can sound creepy. But you are young in the eyes of your admirers. There. I think that's pretty diplomatically correct, if you ask me. 2 seconds later, you've been banned from the server. It's like, no, Granny.
Granny has betrayed me.
Yeah. Alright, now I gotta wait like 60 ticks or however long it takes for these plants to grow. Alright, I'm gonna steal some of this birch wood.
Banned for stealing birch.
No, I'm just gonna replant them. But I'm also gonna
Mm-hmm.
like make that.
That was a good save.
I don't remember what I'm trying to say. That's the thing. Oh, that was a good
Oh,
save.
that's
Lol.
not a save.
Oh, sorry. I didn't like
Man.
Granny's text didn't come up until later.
Oh man.
No, I don't know why, but people who I tend to have a connection, or I enjoy talking to people who are considerably older than I am. Um, be, more than I enjoy talking to someone who's my age. Like when I was a teenager, all I would do is would talk to people who are like 40, 50 years older. Oh, sorry, 40,
Oh,
40, 40.
so you hate talking to me?
I knew you were going to turn that around. But what I was trying to say, before I was rudely interrupted, was that people who are older, I find are much more understanding and they understand people's views and are willing to listen a lot more than someone our age. That's why I rarely had many friends, and I had tons of friends who were considerably older than I was, because they understood more. Essentially, they kind of got my views without being super sassy, I guess. Again, I'm trying to
Yeah.
be very careful with what I'm trying to say here. But you know, people who have age are actually wiser. I know it's a saying, with age comes wisdom, that kind of stuff. But it is actually true in my
Yeah, well, it
experience.
is true though.
Um,
Of course, it doesn't go for all cases, but
that's
in the
true.
vast majority, I guess, yes.
That's true. You can experience people that are, you'd expect to be very old and wise, and in reality are dumb as can be. So that's why I just enjoyed talking with people so much older. And that's why I go camping with my two adopted grandparents, who are twins and live alone together. So they're these two old ladies. I go camping with them and I spend days out and I go skinny dipping with them and things like that, because it's just far more enjoyable with someone with their level of knowledge, and I could just sit down and I can just listen to their stories, as mundane as they may sound, for hours, because it's just so much more exciting than listen to someone talk about their stupid drama. You're like, oh my god, did you hear about Brittany? Like, she got a new haircut, and then she has a boyfriend. Like, oh my god, totally. If I listen to that for more than 5 minutes, I will literally put a gun to my head and pull it, because that is, for me, the most boring thing in the world.
Well, it is just more like it doesn't have a point. Like that drama. Like, who cares? Why are you creating drama?
Yeah, exactly. Who cares if
First place.
Brittany got a new haircut and is dating her ex again? Granted, okay, the dating the ex part, I won't lie, I kind of have dabbled in that. like,
Mm-hmm.
discussed it a lot, and to be honest, I do have kind of strong beliefs on that. But yes, older people are judgmental. Less judgmental. Sorry. You are right there. See, you are right, Granny.
No, I'm left.
Oh boy. You see what I've got to deal with, Granny? See, this is why people my age are just the most boring people in the world.
People
Show me
your
younger,
age? Are you calling me old?
You know I am, son.
Shut up, Grandpa.
No, but yes, you are right. People who with age comes less judginess and much more appreciation for everything, really. Oh my god, the lag.
And often more level-headedness on certain topics. It's just, well, I gotta agree. Like, speaking with old people, is older people was kind of a bad choice of words. Older people is normally, well, more level-headed discussion than discussion we would have, because, well, I make pretty much fun of everything.
Yeah, but in fairness, I enjoy your jokes. So it's not like I'm hiding the fact that talking with you is boring or something. You know, I
No, no,
I
no. But
enjoy talking
I
about
do make fun of everything, and it's not really a mature thing to do.
or
It's just a thing that I do.
yeah, and it's just your personality. You know.
Yeah. But I would understand why some people wouldn't like that, and hey, that's completely fine. But in general, what you said is true because I have the same thing. I just get, I just don't mind who I'm talking to as much
I mean, a perfect
because
example. Hmm?
yeah,
No, no, you go.
no, go on.
Ladies first.
No, 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 you go. Oh, shut up, Grandma.
Go on.
No, I'm holding the door open for you.
No.
I already forgot what I was about to
Actually,
say.
yes, so have I. That's why I'm telling you to go. Because I don't know what the hell we were talking about.
This is great.
This is the
When
pinnacle
you're so
of our
polite,
content.
you yeah. When you're so polite, you want the other one to speak, so you actually forget you what you actually wanted to say.
Yeah.
Damn.
Alright, there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5.
We need some fun. Well, I am fun. I'm a
You need
big old packet of fat
You
fun.
need some fun, guys. I can't tell if she's telling us off for not being fun enough, or if she actually means that people in their lives need to have fun people.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If I would have to live without jokes, I wouldn't live very long.
Oh, neither can I. Neither can I. Like. I don't want to say this is the case, but it makes me feel better. But I have a feeling one of the reasons why one of my exes left me was because I said too many puns. I really, really hope that's the reason why she left me. And I know it's stupid and I know it's just trying to make myself feel better, but I really hope that's the case because then the next person I can just say, by the way, my ex left me because I said too many puns. You know,
You were too good. You were too good at puns, so she left.
Yep.
She was jealous.
I don't know who this man is anymore.
I did not. I did not get together with you for the puns.
But honey, the puns are my life. I mean.
Well, then it's your life, and my life is separate.
I mean, there's
I'm
like.
out.
There's many times that
Yeah.
we've had a lot of fun together. I mean, we wanted to make a movie about a man who spends his life trying to get a door fixed. And every time he gets close, the people who own the door add more and more security to make it more and more difficult for him to get the door fixed. To the point where he's like breaking into Fort Knox, you know? Like we spent like the whole afternoon just laughing about that.
Yeah, and in the end, well, plot twist, it was the wrong door.
Yeah, it ended up being the wrong door.
Actually, if we could do something like that still, how stupid it may sound, we could actually do it because I think it may actually be pretty like it's pretty stupid humor, but I think we could actually do like a pretty nice short film about that.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I agree.
And now I actually have a camera that records like 1080p video,
Nice.
which is better than not being able to record video because the 50D has a new processor in it, right? And I have the 40D. The 40D can't do video at all. So I tried to do the stuff you did, but I couldn't because there was nothing.
In the end, it didn't even matter. God, that's
Yeah,
like
pretty
stuck in
much.
my head now.
Oh no, he's got something stuck in his head.
It's an axe.
Stock hernia, Morgan.
It's an axe.
An axe body straight. Oh wait, why are you sitting there with an axe in your head? Go to the hospital.
Never. They will never take out my
Never. I'm
axe.
comfortable. I don't want to go to the hospital. I'm playing my games.
Okay, so this is tent number 2. At least the rough location where tent number 2 is going to be. So that's 2 tents. I have a feeling we'll probably move this probably one over. No, I think it's fine. Just add something unique, really. I don't know why I'm adding so many visual aspects to this. Consider the fact that like no one's really gonna care.
Because you said.
And this is just like a community farm, but at this point, I've committed to the fact.
Oh, I care.
So
And then it was, quiet.
it was quiet, exactly. Ah, my wrist hurts.
He did not like me caring.
Where am I? I've fallen into a hole and I cannot get out. Isn't that from a movie? I've fallen down.
I've fallen.
Oh,
and
I
can't
know.
get down.
Yeah, I know what it is. I've fallen. I cannot get out. It's like one of those like mobility scooters ads, I think. That's like I have fallen and I cannot get out. It's very depressing, actually. So I don't know how they made that so depressing.
Yeah, but isn't everything when you really think about it?
What, depressing? You kind of just trailed off there, so I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if that's what you were still meaning.
Yeah, you're doing it because it will look really epic and we will love it. Yes.
See, this is why I love old people, because they're so supportive about everything you do. You're like,
Didn't-
oh, that's
Didn't you
nice.
say you didn't even know if she was old or not?
Shit. Granny, you did not hear that.
You're just calling her old.
You did not hear that. That was not me. That was the stream lagging. Yes.
Yes. Yes. I am a techie and I know that's what streams do. Streams just make people say people are old.
Yes.
That's just how it works.
I am Sebastian and I approve this message. Phew, my
51,
my
that's
grandson
not
sat down for a
old.
bit. I'm 51, guys. That's not old. That's not old at all.
Exactly.
I won't lie. I was actually expecting like the grandpa that played.
Don't say it.
That
You're
plays
digging
the
your own
streams.
grave.
I mean, I'll shut up now. Well, your grandson sat down for a bit, so that's a relief. Give him a cookie or a lollipop or
Give
whatever.
me a cookie.
One
I like
gives
cookies.
grandchildren nowadays. So what's done here? Okay, so it's just a continuation. All right. Now the main question is how dense should I make the forest? Should I make it super dense or should I make it like? Because if I should
About as dense as we are. So really dense.
in that case, really, really dense. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I could make it like this level dense, which is quite nice. I won't lie. This level of density. Ooh, that's that. I know this is kind of outside of the place where you build your base, but that little island there looks quite nice. This is like coming out of like a jungle, just coming out. It's like wow, beautiful.
Wow.
Actually, I could technically do this as a farm. I could add a similar deep hole to the farm, and then at the bottom of the crevice, like this water that I'm seeing now, and I can make that into the sugarcane farm. Because I got some sugarcane, so I went out looking for some sugarcane.
Oh, do you?
Found some. So I could make a hole, and then once you
Sugar
come
move.
down into the hole finding your own way in between, inside this what's it called? This forest. You have a sugarcane farm. Just randomly. That could be of an appealing nature. And also give me back
farm.
and also give me back some dirt, since I'm actually kind of running a little bit low on dirt, I won't lie. Yeah, like this case here. Now the $1 million question. Granny, do you have TNT I can borrow? Now, I know I'm saying borrowing, and I know you're never gonna get your TNT back, since once it goes boom, it does not come back. But if you have,
oh wow, dude.
All right, I need a.
Well, you can make some new ones for us sometime.
Actually, how does one make TNT? I don't even know how to do that. I've yet to even kill a creeper.
You only let them kill themselves.
Yeah, just run away. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of empty out my inventory a little bit so I can get this done. I think that should be enough. I actually have like.
Oh, is it enough though?
Shush, I'm concentrating, son.
Oh, you are. You're a concentraty boy.
Box. I don't have enough space.
Let me break your concentration.
No.
That's what I'm
but I
here
have a
for.
bit of gunpowder, and you can make paper. Could do that, but that sounds like work. So I just want to live off you.
Do you need paper for TNT? No, right?
Apparently, I thought it was
Or
just.
am I just being stupid?
I thought it was like sand or something.
Yeah, sand and gunpowder. Powder. English. I don't speak English.
Words are difficult, apparently. All right.
Where's the herd?
It's one of the boxes by the furnaces. I'll see how it goes, because I've actually, despite the fact that we're in Minecraft and you kind of have to mine, I've actually never dug a hole in Minecraft. Like, not like a hole like you're thinking to mine. I'm meaning like an actual legit hole. I don't think I've actually made one.
You're getting really specific about holes here, Seb.
Of course, that's what you would go for. Of course, that's where your dirty, dirty little mind goes to.
Why dirty? You dug your own graves like not too long ago. So I was talking about those kinds of holes. You're just being dirty.
You're dirty.
No, you're dirty.
You dirty little whore. Yeah, you get that right.
Hey, don't be so mean. What's your language?
Okay, we got bucket, we got torches, and we've got food, which we're kind of running a little bit low on. So, like I was saying, we're running a little bit low on food, and I turn around and there's just food galore.
Well, if you starve here, I'm gonna be really disappointed in you.
Actually, I think I'll be very disappointed myself.
It's just next to a farm. I don't have any food. Shit.
Now the path's completely done, so I could in theory just focus on the path, but I want to make my hole. I want to work on a hole. Alright.
Gotta have the perfect hole.
Yeah, you could say that. Okay, so how does these holes work? How does it work? So it goes down roughly one at a time. Flattens out a little bit. Alright, so roughly how many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it goes down 10. Individually up, broken up. Okay, I'm kind of placing it all together in my mind. You know, massive 3D thing. I'm going to build it here because this is kind of already down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
Funky.
Now the trick is, we do not
Oh,
want a
there's a
perfect
trick.
square. We want something large enough that can be clearly mistaken, however you want it to, that it is a lake. It's not like some man-made thing. Welcome back, Granny. You were sorely missed. Wait, if you're 51, you're a similar age to Neo, aren't you?
Who's Neo?
Or is he older than you? Neo is actually a old friend, I think. Yeah, he's a quite old. He's an old school friend of mine. Pardon the fascination on your age, by the way, Granny. I don't mean to sound offensive in any way.
Yes. So apparently, yes.
What was my original question?
You were comparing her age to Neo.
He's a bit younger. Okay.
Oh. Right. I have a knee. It hurt.
You're not that old. Get over yourself.
Well, I can't if my knee hurt. Hello there, Dodo.
How are you seeing your text my text faster than I am?
You're
If I was offended, I wouldn't answer you. Thank God. God damn it, my pickaxe broke. Welcome, Dodo. It's been absolutely eons since I've seen you. How have you been, and how is the Dodo army? This is an Axeman reference, and I don't remember if anybody even remembers who Axeman is in this chat.
Nope.
Well, no,
I don't.
You were too young.
I'm only a year younger, mate.
You were too young. Oh,
all right, a year and 18 days. All right, sure.
There you go. Well done. Boom.
But I can still call you grandpa.
Yes, that is his fascination, by the way. Is because he's older, because I'm older than he is. He presumes I'm a grandpa.
It's not presume. I have the given right to call you grandpa.
Apparently, he's got the given right to call me grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you know Axe Granny. I mean, you used to watch everyone in GE before it kind of fell apart. I know you only watch primarily Neo now. I also noticed that Mind Melt is also in the group that I'm kind of in now. Just, where's my hole? I've lost my hole. No, for real, where is my
no
hole?
Context. No context.
Was this it? I don't remember like digging a staircase, that's why. Oh, it is. It is my hole. I found my hole! My God, this walls are soundproof, because if someone heard me yelling, I found the hole! I don't think that'll go down very well.
No, specifically my hole, like you lost your own hole. That is,
Yes. I'm good, and that was ages ago. Yeah, the Dota army was ages ago. Yeah, I know you know I know you know Mind Melt Granny. I think is he on the server actually? Because I know he's on the Discord server, but I wonder if he's actually on the Minecraft server. Mind Melt, Neo, myself, and I think there's a couple of others that are on this new Discord server that are used to be in GE. I was actually invited by Neo himself, the myth, the man, the legend. How come it fell apart? Anyways, how come GE fell apart? Well, I don't know too much the history, but essentially Syntac and and a small group of his friends kind of pushed me out, as in kicked me out. So that kind of put me in an awkward position of being alone, obviously. So that's one of the reasons why I stopped Ark. Cause I had nowhere to play. He's on Discord, but not Minecraft. Got it. And so practically all original founders of GE, so myself, Dreyarch, Beard Kitty, actually those are the only three, were all essentially kicked out, or more forced out rather, that we weren't kicked out. And as a result, we kind of left, and then they started doing their own thing. Syntac and a couple of other people are doing their own thing now. Again, so it kind of just grew. There was, of course, there were t-shirts made. There was actually a small little business behind it, and there was nothing really done in paper. So I kind of lost it all. BK stayed in a little bit longer since he wasn't really in the admin side of it. So it kind of just ended up being, it just kind of moved on, to be honest. People weren't, I lost interest in YouTube. So did a lot of other people at the time. So when it boiled down to it, it just fell apart out of its own volition, really. Sad, but these things happen. Yeah. And other than Bearded Kitty, yeah, Neo's the only person that I actually talked to again. I kind of left actually, I was always close with Neo, but it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. Who are you talking to, Tino? You're not talking to me anymore? What is this? What is this betrayal of friendship?
Dude, I'm being surprised. I didn't know that that whole load of crap was going on. Damn.
Yeah, well, we were focusing. This all happened. This happened like 3 years ago now. God.
Ah,
it's been
damn.
ages. Spooky, actually, how long it's been. Time really does fly.
Just took a crap ton of time.
That is sad. I'm happy you've moved on. Yeah, I mean, I kind of moved on as soon as it kind of was over. I moved on. I remember when it was happening. I went back to Italy to work because my parents at the time lived in Italy, and because my job was quite boring, and I did a lot of I spent a lot of time on my own essentially. Well, at work, not because I was trying to avoid people. That I built up a huge distaste in my mouth to communities, to YouTube, to as I am ashamed to say it, to even Syntac himself, that I built up such a huge distaste in my mouth because I would just overthink everything. I would think of how I would send a message with my distaste and how upset I was and things like that. And there's just, yeah, I mean, anybody can understand what I'm coming from when I say if you're alone and you have your own thoughts to you, that is very dangerous.
Yeah.
If you're alone with your thoughts, it can be therapeutical. That's it's some people find peace in their own thoughts, but if you don't know really what you're doing and you're just thinking and it's getting out of control, then it really will get out of control and it will make any situation considerably worse. No matter how you spin it in your head, it will make every situation worse if you let yourself lose control. And that's another reason why I picked up streaming again, at least here, because my roommates moved out, which means I am now all alone in the house. And if I'm not careful, all like my memories, not, I wouldn't say memories, but like things will come flooding into my head, and if I don't keep myself entertained, if I don't keep myself occupied, then it will cause, or it will become a serious problem. I am grateful that I have work, so it's not like I'm 100% alone all the time. But being able to stream and chat to people, even if it's just text-based, or even if it's just one-sided like I am now with Tino, it's better than being alone.
Well, I talk back sometimes.
That's true. That's true. And I mean, this is something I have noticed, and actually my therapist has noticed, and I think many people in the scientific community has noticed, is that people nowadays cannot be alone. Like, if people are left alone, they will go insane. And I'm not saying I'm the exception. If anything, I am proof that this is the case.
Proof, yeah.
That technology has brought us
We
closer
would almost
together.
call you a proof of concept.
Yeah, exactly. You know, technology has been our rise and also our demise. I like that jingle, where we've learned to always be connected. So as soon as you're alone, for example, when my roommate moved out, not because of me, by the way, because she was moving home. Like when my roommate moved out, I felt like a sudden, like I was all alone, like truly alone, even though I knew I wasn't. Even though I could pick up my phone and call anybody I wanted to, I felt like I was alone. I have a son that's schizophrenic. I know exactly where you're coming from. When he gets in his own head, it can get very bad. YouTube is good, and now you are here is very good. Yes, that's true. Welcome, webcom. We're just playing and talking very deep. But yes, YouTube has helped me, like as in just keep myself occupied. But there's only so much a movie, a show, or anything can do to keep you occupied. That, for me personally, I'm not sure how about your son. I'm not sure about how it is with anybody else. But for me personally, watching a show, watching a movie, just delays the inevitable. Because as soon as it turns off, it comes back. But if I'm talking with someone and I'm actively doing something, it could be gaming. Well, not really gaming, because that's also, if I'm using my head, essentially, if I'm using my brain to solve problems and things like that. If I can't read, for example, if I'm in one of my states, because I'll just get distracted and think about everything again. But like if I'm doing a puzzle and also listen to music or something like that, then the odds of me quote unquote getting better or improving is considerably higher. And there have been many times, even here in New Zealand, where I have called my adopted grandparents, who have restless leg syndrome. So if I call them in the middle of the night, they will wake up. They will pick up no matter what time it is. And there have been many times where I just call them and say, "Listen, I need someone to talk to. I need someone to do that." And to have someone who cares about you in that way. By the way, Tino, I'm not saying that you don't. I'm just saying generally.
No. Yeah.
And you have been there for me many times. But to have someone who can care for you like that, who's willing to sit down and talk with you for hours, has helped me, and hopefully will continue to help me for many, many years. That's why I have a therapist and a psychiatrist. You know, a lot of money, but whatever. Right, let's say hi. Okay, I've already said hi to you, webcam. Welcome. We have evolved to the part to be a part of a tribe, and it's hurt when you're not part of one. Be it family, work, or friends. Yes, exactly. Even people who you might not even consider friends, who you just text, on a regular basis. If they suddenly disappear, you can have again that similar aspect of sudden panic. I can get very, very anxious at times. To the point where, I won't lie, I have turned to the bottle from time to time to get over. I know we joke about it, Tino, and I joke about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I joke
I
about
know,
it to this day still. But there has been times where I've turned to the bottle because it's, you know, I've been so anxious and I've been getting my head to the point that the bottle is the best thing I can think of. And it's bad. I know it's bad. I've have improved a lot. But for example, when my roommate left, I drank an entire bottle of vodka. I'm not gonna shy away from that fact. I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm kind of proud of it at the same time, but I'm not gonna shy
Oh
away
god,
from the fact
no.
that I had an entire bottle of 43% vodka. So, you know, that that
Yeah,
that was not good. I mean, for myself, I mean, I was
no.
very drunk, and I, I mean, I could have easily fallen asleep just on the vodka itself, but I cried myself to sleep that night. I really did, because I felt that I was completely alone, and it was just my roommate. You know, it wasn't like we had a special connection. It's not like she was a partner or anything. It was like that. Ugh, I missed the MLG water. It's not like she was.
No, it's just the person you're living with,
Yeah,
instead of, being alone.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
we'd gone through so many things together. That to imagine my life without her at that time. By the way, if she's listening, wow, hello. To imagine my life without her was difficult. I don't think I honestly thought I could not do it. Like that I could not live my life without my roommate. So yeah, that's something I don't think I've ever told anybody.
No, but I get what you mean, both with the drinking and, well, being alone. I'm honestly, I'm quite afraid of going out on my own because I know what it feels like to be completely alone somewhere, even for a short while, even knowing when someone comes back, right? I already think, I already get like,
Anxiety. You got
anxious, I
yeah, you're
guess.
anxious. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that person doing?
I don't know what I would feel like if I knew I would be alone somewhere,
Hmm.
just like living on my own. I don't think that's gonna go well for me, but who knows?
Well, you.
And about the drinking, yeah, I was in a, well, not too bright spot last weekend as well. No, 2 weekends back actually. Um, it was something stupid. Don't worry, but I kind of let loose. I took some, well, heavy beers and, yeah. And it's not like a bottle of vodka much, but for me that is like the most
Yeah.
beer I've had. Because even when we went out, like after graduation,
Yeah.
that was a lot for me. But last 2 weekends back, I took more. So yeah, and I didn't even think about it until later. So it is kind of dangerous. So I get what you mean with the drinking.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I can live on my own. I lived on my own for many months before I got myself a roommate. Granted, I was also in a little bit of a relationship, and she did kind of live with me. But even before that, I lived on my own. So I'm not saying I cannot live on my own. What I am saying is that when someone leaves me, as horrible as cheesy as that sounds,
Yeah.
there is that point where I feel tremendously alone, and I feel absolutely shit about it. Like I really, really feel shit about it. So I don't know. I mean, I like living alone. I've done it for many years, um, as in without my parents. So it's not like it's anything new to me. But in hindsight, it's always nice to know that there is someone there who when you wake up
Yeah.
in the morning, there is this person that's just there. Um, and I know how people can feel. Like I know how people feel after like a breakup, thing like that, and they just feel completely alone. Like I know that feeling. I think many of us know this feeling. I mean, maybe you two can contest to this, Granny. You know, that's also another reason why I enjoy talking to people of age, because they have so much more experience than I do, and they can experience. They know how to experience this breakup, or my breakup rather, in a way that's would be supportive. All right, I need to figure out how on earth I'm going to do this, because this is a little bit complicated.
Tedious.
Yeah, because I need to make it look quite natural. But yeah, everybody has their own way of dealing with their issues. Some turn to the bottle. Some turn and do stupid things. Some look for help. Some don't do any of that. Some just sit there and just wallow in pain, and they won't tell you about it. You know, even if you try to help, they'll kind of push you away. So everybody is broken in their own way.
Yep. And that is just how people are, right?
Exactly.
That is the human condition.
And I mean, like, there are people who say, oh, you're not truly depressed, or you're not so and so. And my response to those people is, you don't know what my level of depression is like. I mean, you can feel the way I feel so horribly on a good day, you know, and you'll have a horrible level of depression or whatnot. But for me, for example, I'm just using it as an example. It's not necessarily the case, but for me, It could be that I am always happy, always jolly, you know, constantly content. And then if I have a slightly gloomy day where I, you know, where I'm slouching around and I'm walking slowly, for me, that might be severely depressed in my eyes. So, God, this is gonna take forever to complete. Holy shit. Oh boy, I'm just looking at the daunting task I have ahead of me. So yeah, I think
a lot of work you still have to do. But yeah, depression is like it is complicated because it is like human psychology. We don't even get all of it. And how do you explain a feeling to someone?
Exactly.
To me, it's like explaining color to a blind person.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly what I was about to say. It's explaining one's feelings and having someone say they understand, even though it's something they say just to make you feel better. It is actually something that is difficult for someone to comprehend, because, like you said, no one is the same. No one. Yeah. Hi, Tina. You're in the middle of something. Well, welcome to the stream. I hope you can enjoy watching this and listen to us talk. I'm playing Minecraft in the background at this point. Just enjoying
pretty much
the difficulty in figuring out how on earth I'm going to do this. All right, I'm actually going to take a picture of my screen with my phone so I can use it as a reference.
You need references? You don't have photographic memory?
Well, people who say that's like
plebeian.
People who say like, I mean, like, come on, guys. Like, if I don't remember how something looks, you know, don't judge me for it, eh?
You're a photographer and all, but you don't have photographic memory?
That's actually one of the reasons why I've learned to always bring my camera with me everywhere I go, because I can.
Like your actual DSLR, or
yeah,
or just your phone,
or my film.
Right.
Because I can, because I'll never forget. I'll usually forget a location, but it's very easy for me to forget a time of day. So I can find a location very easily, but then I'd never forget, like, okay, this place looks beautiful at this time of day. So just taking some photos. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to make a path down this, but
Yep. Now, good luck with that.
Junge, 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 Junge.
Oh no, he went Dutch. Oh no. Oh no, not again.
Alright, got some photos, which actually came out really crisp, I have to admit, considering the fact that I'm taking a photo of a screen. I'm just gonna have a glass of water.
It's a crunchy photo. Or did you not mean that kind of crisp?
Sharp.
I know. I'm just messing around, obviously.
I know. Okay. I'm not
I
making
feel
this up
hurt. My
100%.
joke did not connect.
Your jokes never connect, dude. How have you not noticed this yet? Oh snap!
God
Oh,
damn it.
snap.
Oh, damn.
I'll be here all day, mates.
Shit.
I wonder where my hole is. I wonder if this is my hole. I need to make the lake bigger. Oh my god, the lake looks like Texas.
Diggy diggy hole.
Let's just make this out wider. Are you making this your area? No, this is we've kind of split up the spawn area into various points. And this I'm working. I kind of put it upon myself to work on the community farm, and this farm was gonna have a bit of everything. So I've got. I'll show it to you in just a minute. So for all the people who are just tuning in as well, there's wheats, there's carrots. Actually, there's no carrots because a creeper blew up the carrots, and now that we've got no more carrots nowhere on the server so far. So that's something that needs to be done. But essentially, that needs to be bigger. But essentially, I'm making just a community farm. So it's got wheats, it's got potatoes, it's got wood, which is what I'm kind of working at the same time now. It's got sugarcane, which is where I'm working on now. This is going to be the sugarcane farm. It's not going to be anything fancy. It's not going to be any automation or anything like that. It's just going to be a simple thing where you come and you with your hand and you throw punches at sugarcane essentially. And I wanted to base it off of that little lake or ravine that you saw a little bit earlier, where I was taking the photos.
Throwing punches is fun.
Of course it would be. So I kind of want to have it based around that because I find it quite cool. Just have like this forks around it with a path going down into into this hidden oasis, you could say, with the sugarcane. And I think that would be something very amusing and very cool. That's the plan. We'll see if it turns out like that because my building in my head is always different than what it usually comes out. For example, I thought this lake was going to be like big enough, but apparently it didn't look big enough as my head imagined it. So that's why I'm making it even bigger now. So, and I think that's something actually people need to appreciate with a lot of builders in Minecraft or any game that has building, is that an idea can start out one way, but the odds of it actually finishing that way are very slim. You know, people will always come up.
Hey, that's like art in general.
That's art in general, exactly. You know, people. I mean, there's this very famous or well-known story of Michelangelo, where he was doodling on a napkin in a cafe in France where he lived, in Paris, and he. Did I say Michelangelo?
Yeah.
Then I did not mean Michelangelo. I meant Picasso because Michelangelo was dead well before that.
It was a ghost. It was a ghost
exactly.
of Michelangelo.
But practically, Picasso was doodling on a serviette, and a lady comes up and says, "I'll give you $5 for that." And he said, "No, I would like, I think it's like 4,000 or 5,000, dollars." And she said, "What? That's insane. It's just a little doodle. It takes you 5 minutes." And he said, "The drawing took me 5 minutes, but the art took me 30 years." And that's, art will always change. But to answer your question, Elson Jodo, this is a community farm. As you can see, it's got wheats and potatoes and things like that. This is the path here, which still needs to be worked on. This is the continuation of the farm. It's gonna keep going around here. And this is the forest, which is growing quite well, I might add. And of course, this forest is going to keep pushing out this way. I'm using my hands. There's going to be like a little logger's cabin here. And then the goal eventually is to have various paths, small little hiking paths or whatever, through the forest. But there's going to be a path that's going to go through the forest, down, I want to guess down somewhere here, into here, which is where the sugarcane farm is going to be. That's the plan. Famous. Oh, I went up actually to build a pickaxe and I forgot to get it.
Yep, Seb moments.
Seb moments live here. Let's just refresh here. How long have I been live actually? Let's double check this.
I can't see.
I've been live for an hour and a half, and we have talked about various subjects. Good stream.
Many actually. Yeah.
So I'm currently safe. Oh, there's a creeper over there. Of course, there's a creeper over there.
Oh, are you safe?
All right, so
Mister.
I'm gonna fix my sleeping bag. Because yes,
Are you in the sleeping bag again?
I am in the sleeping bag, and for those who don't know, I spent an absurd amount of money on heating last month. So I invested myself in a sleeping bag, which I actually need because I'm going camping. But I invested myself in a sleeping bag, and it has kind of been a little bit of a lifesaver because it definitely keeps me warm. I won't lie.
You mean a money saver?
Yeah, money saver. Yeah, money saver. We'll go for money saver.
Yeah. Our sleeping bags are comfy though, like some good ones. Are they actually comfy or are they just warm?
Oh yeah. I mean, you're gonna hear me kind of distant because I'm stepping away from my mic, but sleeping bags are quite comfortable. They kind of have to be because of the fact that people usually sleep in them. But generally speaking, sleeping bags can be very, very comfy. But the best thing to do is to get a little inflatable mattress that goes underneath your sleeping bag, because no matter how deluxe or high end your tent is, you will be sleeping on the ground. So.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Is there gonna be a song at the end? Oh my goodness! Only an OG will remember what I used to sing on stream. Yeah. All right.
Oh wait, you sang on the stream?
I sang on stream. At the end of the stream, I would sing a couple of songs. But yeah, maybe I might. But yes, if you want to get a sleeping bag, which I recommend, I mean, there's no harm in getting one. They're quite warm. Oh fuck! Again, I forgot the pickaxe. Oh my goodness.
Distracting.
I'm not ending soon. But yeah, I used to sing. But yes, getting an inflatable mattress they're relatively quite small usually, and you inflate it manually, and you put it in between the floor and you in your sleeping bag, and it is a lifesaver. You can clearly tell. You can clearly like feel the difference. Don't blow up, creeper. Oh my god,
Please blow up.
I've got phantoms. Yeah, I got phantoms.
Yeah, go to bed.
I can't. I'm on a server.
Go to bed.
Granny, if you'd be an absolute doll, do you mind sleeping? By the time you hear this.
Not in the same bed, by the way.
Yes, not in the same bed. But yeah. So yeah, I used to sing. It was usually the same song. It was usually No Roots by... God, I forgot her name. Someone Like You by Adele.
Yeah.
And then usually a song that is slow enough that I could sing that was recommended by someone else. I haven't sang in forever, so it's gonna actually. Alright, she's nowhere near her bed. Alright, no worries then. The theme-a-bobs have left, so I don't think I need to worry about them. So it's no problem.
You're gonna be in big trouble, boy.
Don't talk to me like that, son.
Shut up, Grandpa. The future is now.
I nearly forgot the pickaxe. Nearly forgot the pickaxe.
I did forget it again. Crap. Oh.
My God. Like, how
Thing
many
is, I
times
can't bring it up to make you forget it. It'll only make you remember it.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, you can't. It's like saying you are now in control of your blinking, and then all of a sudden you're blinking. You know, or like this. You're now like paying attention to your breathing. I just like people get so frustrated by that. It's like, yeah. No.
Well,
I just made another hole. I
thing,
didn't mean to.
thing is, if you just don't give enough craps, it don't work no more, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Because like back when people would actually like say that a lot more, like in school, like MBO, I would actually get annoyed by it. But right now, I'm not troubled at all. I'm just breathing like I always am.
Just breathing. Just breathing. No,
You know, just breathing, breathing like I always do.
Of course. Guess the creeper blew up the one torch to keep this bare area lit up.
Pranked.
Get pranked, bro. Lols.
Yeah. It's just a prank.
Do I have any gravel? Got andesite.
You don't have it. Ugh.
Alright. Let's keep working on this. This is going to be a long night, I have a feeling. But hey, I've got nothing better to do. But how is everybody else? How is everybody's life so far? You know, how's everybody in this pandemic that we're going through? I hope that everybody's safe.
Well, it's pandemic-y, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so. That's one way of looking at it.
Yeah. It does suck though. Because it's such nice weather out now. And I don't want to go outside because then I'm doing smart quarantine and we all know how that went.
Typical block placements to kill the zombie. Yeah.
Tactical.
Oh, typical tactical. Sorry. Actually, I didn't mean to. It's because I've got torches in my right hand, which I don't even know how they got there. I don't even know what the button. Oh, that's the button. V. V changes the button of what things are in your right hand. That's useful to know. Kind of wish I knew that before. Okay. So I think that's big enough lake area region. Now I need to get some sand. Granny, do you happen to know if there's a desert nearby where I can mine a lot of sand? So I also need it for some of the builds that will be in the farms. Ooh, look at that. My house has just reached 10 degrees Celsius. Oh. And you bet I'm not wearing any pants when I'm in my sleeping bag.
It goes from shorts to just walking around naked.
No, I'm in my underwear.
Uh-huh. If you got your sleeping bag underwear, I guess.
Piss off.
I just see you hopping outside the store with your sleeping bag on.
When to go back to work, as I am a taxi driver. You're a grandmother and a taxi driver. I mean, that is like a combination and a half. Congratulations. That's kind of impressive. Go to my house and turn left. Keep walking. Okay, that's her house. Go left. I suppose this way.
Is that left enough though?
I was just about to do my driving test and then went into lockdown 22nd of Feb to test. Blah 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 blah. Okay, just focusing on
I
the
drew
where I'm
booked
running.
for mid-July. That
Yes, we
sucks.
were booked for mid-July. That sucks. That sucks. But the bars just opened today,
That
so
really sucks.
the bars that in my country have opened. Then again, we get like 1 to 0 cases a day, so it's not like we're really worried. But whoa, wait a minute. We have an ice bites biome here. That's amazing.
Oh no, he's gonna get icy.
I'm gonna get cold. I'm gonna get cool.
You're gonna chill.
Should I make a cactus farm as well? Is that necessary? Probably not, eh?
Don't think so, but
It's probably like
why
the
not?
most. That's like probably one of the things that's probably the most unnecessary thing ever. Alright, how much space? Okay, I'm gonna check all this in. I got the hiccups.
Yes, you do.
I'm glad everybody's staying
You
safe.
are the hiccup.
Ah, the Minecraft music. Do you know what? Options.
You
Video
like your
settings.
Minecraft music,
This
don't
is
you?
so nice.
It is.
I even turned
It
it up
is.
so I can listen to it. Oh. You can listen to the Minecraft music. I think I said this yesterday. I don't remember if I did. But you can listen to
Yes,
Minecraft
you
music and
did.
you can never, like, every time you listen to it, like, every problem in the world just fades away. So what has everybody been doing during this lockdown and this quarantine, if you are in quarantine? What's it been doing? What is your techniques to keep sane, essentially? Because I know everybody has a different method and different style. And what have you guys been up to? Tino, you can start while people send in their replies.
Well, all right. Let me start. Well, since recently you started streaming again, and well, talking to you is a good fix to like being lonely. So that's one thing. And well, for the rest, I normally just play my games, watch my YouTubes, stay inside, stay safe.
You're also working, aren't you?
Yeah. From home. I'm working from home, so that's already a big time saver where I don't have to worry about stuff. On top of that, I still have an income, like my full income, which is
Good.
quite a bit. Yes.
Ah, so
So yeah,
yeah. Oh, that's good. I mean, working most
also I got my
nights.
vacation money, and I'm
Hmm?
pretty much ready. I have all the money I need to get to you, by the way.
Oh,
So
wonderful,
that's not an issue anymore.
wonderful, wonderful.
Got like, I've got like about 1.5 times as much now. So yeah.
That's good. Well, hopefully, once this pandemic kind of dies down, travel will be cheaper. Work.
Oh, who knows?
Who knows, indeed. Oxygen Dodo is working most nights and sleeping during the day. What do you do for a living?
Cleaning.
Yeah, I read that one too. What do you do for a living there, Oxygen Dodo? Because a night shift is fun, but also difficult. I've done many night shifts in my past, since I am in the hospitality business. Cleaning, and I hate cleaning. Oh, I love cleaning. I love cleaning.
You're a
What was
cleaning
it?
boy.
Yesterday, yeah. I spent maybe 2 hours, my hands and knees, scrubbing the bathroom floor, just with a toothbrush. I love cleaning. It's so peaceful, so relaxing. Just watch like a YouTube video in the background or something. It's amazing. And mostly playing games. Yes, I think that's a common answer that I think many people will give is playing games is probably the thing that they do the most now.
Yep.
Ho- hopefully hopefully this pandemic also gives the opportunity to. Come on, oh come on, you can fall more than that. There we go.
Chinese takeaway. Oh, 4 hours
Chinese
a night.
takeaway. Because where do you live, Oxygen Dodo? Because I know, like for example, here we had to wait until a specific level of our lockdown before we could do anything takeaway related. So whereabouts are you based? There you go. It's kind of updated everything. Also work at a shoe store that's shut at the moment. Oh well, 2 jobs. I know a lot of people here have kind of kept their job because we were in lockdown, so we couldn't do anything, and then they moved or did something else during the lockdown, for example, security or whatnot. Ah, you're in the UK. How's it there actually? I know I've got a couple of friends and family there in the UK, but I don't really talk to them as much. So how's it there? Have you guys started your prevention methods, or has it just gone tits up as the States has? Speaking of which, Granny, you're also in the UK. I mean, UK Granny gamer. Sorry. So, any more obvious than that, I don't think you can get. Oh wow. Okay, looks like we already have a sugar farm. Lord.
Where you're. So you're doing that much effort.
Apparently so.
Ranked.
It's getting better. That's good. That's good to hear. I like that answer. I think as long as the world is starting to get better, I think that's all that's important. Alright, so we've got a ton of thingy mobobs now. Sand. So you can add the foundation layer. Whoa! I am tired.
You're tired.
And also my arms are
Maybe because it's. Your arm is what?
my arms are starting to get cold. Because I'm my
Get like arm
bags.
warmers.
Yeah. Cases are decreasing. People are starting to go out and meeting now. I have a feeling people just don't fully understand the consequences that people have, the actions they have.
Yeah.
I'm still frightened to go out much. Yeah, I think a lot of people are. I know a few people who are who don't really want to leave their comfort of their home because of it. And hey, at least now the news is 50% Trump and 50% coronavirus, you know. So it's there is some positive aspects to the coronavirus. It's now not the news is not always about Trump, which to be honest is kind of getting a little bit repetitive and very, very boring.
Yep. Is.
Was. Not is. No, you English.
No, you.
Saying it's basically work and then back, but even at work we have an acrylic screen. Yeah, I mean, I think the acrylic business right now is blowing up with the amount of orders for screen protectors, like dividers, and the. I was actually watching a conference with the Prime Minister, and I won't lie, I had to laugh because there were these signs all over, these professionally made signs, with information about the COVID outbreak and things like that, and I was like, this is the time of the year to be a sign maker because everybody's asking you to make signs to keep away and to stay distant and all that stuff. It's also the time of the year
Yep.
for you know, at home printers because everybody's making their own at stay away or you know, like keep a distance. Oh please, no talking about that man child. Which one, Boris Johnson or Trump?
Damn. Ooh, throwing the roast.
I went there. The worst
Yeah,
part about it
damn
is that
Bennett.
one of my rules of my channel is not to talk about politics, but here we are talking about politics.
Yep.
Alright, we are making some steady progress. Both. Didn't Boris actually get sick from the COVID? Wasn't he infected? I seem to remember reading or hearing about that. Do you know? Do you know?
No, I don't. Because I don't watch that kind of stuff. I don't keep updated with the news because it makes me depressed.
Smart move, like many in the nation. Some Philip DeFranco reference.
Who the hell is Philip DeFranco?
He's one of like the YouTube news guys.
Ah.
He comments on like actual news. It's not like drama, but usually it's always the states based, so it's always the same. Yes, he was very sick for a bit. And the lands rejoiced.
Damn. So much hate towards one person. Damn.
Apparently, the like one of the most hated people in the world is someone who bought the cure for HIV and then jacked it up by like 1,000,000% or something like that. So it now costs a fortune to get like the medicine to cure HIV. Apparently, he's one of the most hated people in the world. And I was like, when I read about it, I was like, yeah, it makes sense to be
Makes
honest.
sense. Look, I would be surprised if he wasn't hated.
Yeah, that's true. Went into ICU. Wow. Yeah, so I did read that right. Apparently Kim Jong-un was also sick. Or had disappeared for a little bit. And then there was rumors circulating that he died. But there was no proof of that. It's just like people just trying to cling on to anything nowadays. Then I remember there was controversy recently about a BuzzFeed article which was like, which coronavirus are you? And it's like one of those like quizzes that BuzzFeed did. He did the same with diabetes.
BuzzFeed. No.
Really? I thought insulin was just
What,
like
really?
I thought insulin was just like the States because I know it's like made there and they jack up the prices and they kind of screw everybody over. I didn't realize he owned it as well.
Yeah, some people are just, well, just dickheads, really.
I am so lucky to live in the UK. That's true. That's true. You have the NHS, National Health Service, which is, to be honest, I mean, the States, don't get me wrong, is a wonderful country, my roommate and I guess now friend lives in the States. She moved back, so and it is a wonderful country. The only problem with it, actually, there's a lot of problems with it, is their industry. You know, their pharmaceutical industry and many other industries are just horribly unregulated. Just horribly unregulated. Like the commerce of it is just terrible. You hear about like insulin costing. You know, people have to choose whether or not they want to decide for heart medicine or their insulin. You know, and they like sacrifice on their insulin because it's just so expensive. It's like no one should really have to make a choice like that, but yet here we are, in supposedly the world's greatest nation, where someone has to think about whether or not they want to take their insulin medication or their heart medicine. And that's kind of sad. Very sad. Alright. Lucky, please add me. Please add you where? Wolf game. Girl, welcome, by the way. This is the US, not over here. That was the US, not over here. Yeah, exactly. No, the UK has a very good, flawed but good health service, and it's often praised. What are you trying to say, Wolf Girl? If you say please add me, I don't quite know what that means. Since that could be very cryptic. So please add me. Do 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 do. Okay. So let's look at the photos. I think that's probably wide enough. And then there are some cases where the wall goes right up to the water. But primarily goes up one with dirt. This is a private whitelisted server. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So if you're talking about the server, yes, this is a private whitelisted server. If you want to be added, then I don't actually know what the process is. Something I should probably learn up and read up about. Not even that. It's not even that. If they can afford it / family. Yeah. Exactly. The world has changed considerably over the last few years, and I don't want to admit it, but I don't think it was for the better.
Sad, isn't it?
Very sad. I need to make another furnace, which will be in charge of smelting the stone to create the walls. I need some of this. It won't be like this forever. The people that were in the shadows will disappear back to the shadows when the thing is no longer about. When that thing is no longer about. Not quite sure fully understand what you're trying to say there, But if I understand it correctly, yes, I agree. People who profit maliciously will eventually go back into the shadows eventually, you know. The higher you climb, the farther you fall after all. As the proverb goes. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to announce the fact that Tino has died. He has gone all quiet and will no longer be joining us for the
I'm
rest
not
of the stream.
dead.
God damn it, he's still alive. He says disappointedly. The man-child. Yes. The man-child will eventually disappear.
One day.
One day. We just have to hope that it is not re-elected.
Soon.
We have to hope it's soon. We have to hope it's not in the long term. Yeah, it's definitely herd mentality. That's for sure. You know, people following someone like that. It actually read an article when he was first elected. God knows when that was. Where they said that maybe he's a genius. Now, hear me out here. The reason why he's a genius is because he plays the media so well that, you know, people just forget about the controversy and, you know, hang on to every one of his words. Where's the water going for the sugarcane? Here. This center part here, surrounded by the sand, will be where the sugarcane is, approximately. So I don't know. It was a very interesting article, and they did have some very valid points. I'm not sure if it's a reliable source, but it did have some interesting points in what they were talking about. So who knows? Maybe he is a mini genius, if you will. For everybody's sake, I hope not, but who knows? Who very well knows? So I have myself a way out. I can continue. Jesus Christ, this is a lot of work. He's not a
Well,
genius.
you know,
He's
there's
just
a
a
lot of politics
manipulative
here.
human
Why don't
being.
we just say Orange Man bad?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I think Space Force is a great idea.
There's actually this. I think it's called Space Wars or something like that, which is clearly a knockoff of Star Wars. Apparently, that's like a new show that's coming to Netflix soon. And that's
What?
yeah, it's a Netflix show coming soon called Space Wars. think it's called Space Wars. That sounds about right. At last, I have an easy way in and out. Very try low.
Bigotay.
God, I've got such a massive area to clear out and stuff. I mean, that looks kind of natural, doesn't it? Like, it doesn't really have a flow up. I think so. Just gotta comment on one of my videos. Surprising. Alright, let's keep building this up. We can do something along the lines of this, I guess. So there. God, I'm wasting all my iron just on tools to build this thing.
I have no idea. Where are they?
Should do a 1.3 drink stream. So how long have you been playing Minecraft? Who, me? Like right now? Or ever? One second, I'm gonna get my portable charger. So, BRB guys. You see, the challenge with walking in a sleeping bag is that it's very easy to trip. That's a small little thing for you. So to ask the question, how long have I been playing Minecraft today or in total? That does not look good. Okay, let's move this up. Place it with that. Yeah, I reckon so. Just do that. Split this up. Okay. This is starting to form into something I'm starting to like. Yes, you and forever. I used to play Minecraft. 1 second, I need to check my versions. Because I used to play Minecraft back when it was version... I'm going to have to tell you soon as I find out what it was.
Long time ago.
Yeah, well, yeah, long time ago. But I used to play version... Oh, here we go. I used to play back in version 1.8.9. That's when I first started playing Minecraft. Then I took many years off. Guess that's one way of saying it.
Only a few days.
And then I kind of got back recently with a huge surge of everybody else, essentially. People were like, oh my god, Minecraft, so cool. And I was like, I used to play this so much, let's get back into it. I had to create a new account, which is why this account's name's different than my YouTube name, because this is I'm thinking about doing a rebranding, and I'm testing out this name. It seems to have some positive feedback to it. So essentially, yeah, I used to play Minecraft ages ago,
And now now you do it again.
and now I'm doing it again. Exactly. Amazing how things change.
It's weird.
What about you? How long have you been playing Minecraft? Okay, this massive thing needs to go because it's very distracting.
Well, I think Granny Gamer has played the game for about 51 years now.
She's played longer than I've been out. She's one of those MLG players who've never left. Don't you own Minecraft, Tina?
I do. Java and Bedrock. Heck, I've played Minecraft since, what, 2012, I think?
Yeah, so wow.
That is... No, I don't think Minecraft will ever die either. It's just a good game.
No, it won't. They will only die.
That's what I find.
Yeah.
I think it's a real good game design in general because, well, it just won't die. It's a great game.
Yeah. I think the only time it will die, if it was to die, is if there's an update that really pisses off people to the point, and Mojang and slash Microsoft just stop listening to the community. That is when it will
Yeah,
die.
all right.
If that
Well,
happens,
even then, you can play all the versions.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, with the launcher, which I love actually, you can play older versions and make it super easy to do everything. Okay, this kind of looks like the entrance down. My God, the challenge of making this! Holy shit! I didn't realize what a task this was. I thought this was going to be something easy. My God, I can't believe I was
Learning
so
to play so I can play with my grandson. Oh, that's nice. That's awesome.
No, just over a year. I'm learning to play so I can play with my grandson. I have Java and Bedrock, so no matter what, we can play together. That's best grandma ever. Can I keep you? Can you be like my British grandma?
Oh man, like 3 weekends ago, I tried to show my grandma a new puzzle game, and it was quite hard. She didn't get it, and now every time I tease her about it, and it's amazing.
Bad grandson. I do not want you to be my grandson.
It's not. It was all in good fun. It was funny after
I
all.
hope that they never
To me.
push Minecraft 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's true. There is no next Minecraft because Minecraft's one of those games that you can update forever and you don't need a new one. You don't need like, you know, Minecraft 2 because what are they going to have in Minecraft 2 that you can't just add to Minecraft 1?
You can't do an update.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a simple concept as well.
Exactly. And I mean, Granny just said now there's so many ways to play this game. And it's 100%
Yeah.
true. Like you want to play the survivalists,
But yeah, I think that's the thing with like good games. Good games, I think, are games that just stand the test of time.
just my Wi-Fi just crashed.
That is not nice.
Okay, back. Good. Don't know what happened there. Sorry about that, gamers. Yeah, that was a bit of a scare there. Yes, good games can stand the test of time. No matter what it is. And if you have a team as loving and as passionate as whatchamacallit is,
Mojang.
Mojang and Microsoft as well, then you'll have a game that can last forever.
Yeah. Still hoping Hypixel turns out well, no? Hypixel, like Hytale.
That's Hytale.
Hytale is a Minecraft-esque game, but it's more RPG with more RPG-like elements.
Oh, okay.
It's great.
Take your word for it.
They don't money grab. Well, in Bedrock, they kinda.
In Bedrock, they do. Bedrock, they do 100%.
Sadly. Because the performance of that game is way better.
Oh yeah, you can have like a render distance that's like 1,000 kilometers on Bedrock, and it will just run as beautifully as can be. That's it. We've got no moving water. Sweet. That looks good. I'll get you a link. Wait, I didn't say okay Google. Why? I smell something. The heater is off. So what's?
Can you smell what the rock is cooking?
You love the marketplace on Bedrock? I hear a lot of mixed things about it, apparently.
Well, it's nice that it's there and all, but I already paid for the game, and I'm not playing it for like those microtransactions. So to me, I don't care.
At least
It's not really a cash
at
grab
least
though,
it's not
so
pay to
yeah.
win.
Yeah, exactly. Well, really, how do you win in Minecraft? So
True.
it's just they have a new, well, money-making thing, which is important.
Yeah. I mean, Minecraft's now the most sold game in the world? Something like that?
But I think so, yeah.
'Cause
And
know,
well,
I
I'm
know a
glad it's
couple
Minecraft
people.
because
Yeah, that's true. I know a couple of people who've got Minecraft on every console and every platform. So Bedrock, Java, mobile, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, Wii. Think that's about it. But they've got it.
3DS as well.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome how Minecraft, like, it's such a simple concept, but it's so well done. And well, the only thing I think is holding the Java edition back is performance. Is the only thing. And
Sorry.
even then, it isn't holding it back too much, anyways. It's only holding it back if you do like modded.
True that.
200 million copies. Whew.
200 million. Damn.
Right. I understand why it's extra because it's harder to port to console. All right, so that's the thing, right? They have Bedrock Edition, and that's in Microsoft's like .NET.
Yeah.
.NET is compatible cross-platform. That would be PC and their Xbox.
Which is why you can
I
only
don't
play
know
with.
what. Yeah.
Which is why you can only play with Xbox and PC if you have the Bedrock Edition.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were saying?
The thing is, like porting it, it's just that like the. Is it the code or the fact that it's on Java?
The fact that Java.
Like, do you mean the performance I was talking about? If it's performance, then it could be both. I don't think Java is too slow, but it is quite old, and the .NET environment is very optimized. Well, not very. It is quite optimized. Um, but about the porting, porting sucks, but you already have the code, so the logic is still there. Keeping it up to date is going to be quite a task, though.
Which is why the console versions are usually a few updates behind.
Yeah, same goes for like Monster Hunter. Is also always behind for a few by a few updates. Sadly.
Monster Hunter? What does that have to do with anything? What does Monster Hunter have to do with anything? Do you know? Did I... Do you know?
Yes.
You just disappeared.
Oh no, I don't disappear. I just go quiet sometimes.
Yeah, you disappeared.
No, I didn't disappear. I'm still here.
Okay, I think should clear out my inventory enough. Got quite a bit of dirt. Alright, so I can make some more shovels. I wanted to show you gamer something, but I don't remember what it was.
Hmm.
Something I like. It was related to a conversation we had before. Okay, that's all good. Alright, so my food is done. Yay. And this is done. This is fantastic.
But yeah, I could go on about code and games for hours, but when is Minecraft 2 coming out?
Don't think it ever will.
I won't, sadly.
I think that's for the best. We just talked about this.
No, we didn't.
I thought we did. I swear I thought we did. Go. Okay.
Because I never talk.
I was very grateful by that. BRB. All right. Oh, 6 people watching. Welcome, all the people who are watching. I hope everybody's doing well. Let's see. Okay.
Two crafting tables make crafting twice as fast.
I don't even know why I've got 2 crafting tables. I really don't.
What? Why? Come on. Why you got 2 crafting tables?
Kind of just happened and now it's just there. Okay, so I'm looking at my images of that I took to figure out how I'm gonna do this. This part, and there's a valley that continues on one side, which I did not foresee, which is not gonna help much. To be honest, I'd find it interesting to see that they could do that was new / different. I mean, that isn't that technically what they're doing now. You know, we're currently in the Nether update. Like we're playing this game with the new snapshot. And I mean, there are a lot of things that are new. There's a lot of things that are different, that play different, that act different. So technically, isn't that kind of what they're doing now? Was just adding new stuff? Isn't that what every update is technically meant to do? Last large update was the aquatic. This one is the Nether, and I guess the next one will hopefully be the caves. So they don't really need a new version.
Nope. Still hyped for Hytale though, because it's kind of like modded Minecraft, but innate, and there's a lot of modding tools.
I need to look it up, but I've never heard of it. Oh my god, my neck. Should never leave the overhang in the small cave which leads to another portal. What do you mean? Tino, you're a master decipher. What's he meaning? Tell me the ways. Do you know the way? Ow. Tino?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you do disappear. I knew it. You lie.
No, I don't disappear. I'm just sleeping.
How are you sleeping? It's the middle of the day for you. Kind
Oh, yes, this. Ah, I forgot my breakfast again. Ah, nice.
the second day in a row.
Oh yeah, it's also the second day in a row you're streaming, so I'm gonna blame you again. Remember?
Fair enough.
And blamey whamey time.
Okay, so. Oh my god, my neck. Let's see. How's this meant to be? How long have I been streaming for? 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours? Dang. You went for... No, I did not go for a quickie. Unless you're meaning a quickie sleepy.
Nah, you went for a quickie, bro.
Because then definitely yes.
You went for a quickie. With Mr. Left and Mr. Right.
Oh, no, 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 no. Don't do that. No.
Why is Mr. Left gonna feel jealous if Mr. Right's not there?
Oh, fuck.
Do you know actually, Grandma, if... Is it actually... Yeah, it's Granny. Okay, it's not Grandma. Do you know, Granny, if we're going to be adding... Because I know we're adding death count to see how many times people die. But do you know if we're gonna add like block counts? How many things people have mined? Damn, there's a lot of dirt. So Tino's gone for another quickie, I see.
God fucking damn it, dude!
This is kind of coming out alright, I think, so far. I forgot how to like transition everything, but it's coming out alright.
And no, I'm not gone.
Just about to mention it.
You big, big meanie face.
No more quickies. Oh, box. Took a moment to fall down. What do you think, Granny? What do you think is the best way to transition this into a cliff, which is probably going to be around here? So I'm kind of scratching my head.
Dodo, I'm not muting myself, just saying. Also, you're not gonna transition that in the cliff because that's not gonna work.
What do you mean? Of course it can work.
No, it won't.
Shit. Did someone just jump into water? I just heard someone jump into water. Damn. My phone's blowing up with Tinder matches. I'm not even joking. It's literally
You're
just...
very popular.
Yeah, no
just,
kidding.
That's it.
Like I just got like 6 notifications saying, "Ba-ding, you got a match. Ba-ding, you got a match. Ba-ding, you got a match." And it's like, what? I haven't had like a match in like 10 years, and all of a sudden I get like 4 in a row. Here I come, ladies. And there you go. Tino's off for another quickie.
Oh god damn it, dude. I'm still here. You big fatty face.
That's what they all say. Okay, how am I gonna figure this out? Because I've more or less cleared out the entire area. My arm's itchy. Right, what do my photos say? Nope, that's a picture of a girl.
Dude, come on.
That's called emoji right there.
Oh, let's look at my reference. Ooh.
Ooh, girl. Hello. Who are you?
Close enough. Let me just build that.
What can I say? I'm a man with my hands.
What can I say except it's a girl?
Dodo's just doing dot dot dots. What were you expecting, Dodo? It's like my style of
It's a
streams
stream
has
of the
changed much.
two worst people in the world.
You can talk about yourself like that, but come on, dude.
What? It's not mean if it's true.
You can't just say you're the meanest. Like, leave some room for me to.
No, I'm just saying we're the worst.
Yeah, but leave me some room, yeah? Kind of like just taking it all for yourself, and I don't really appreciate that. I feel like in this year,
Wow.
you know, like I want you to hear my feelings, bro. You feel me?
What feelings?
Like that hurts, dude. Yeah, like the deep.
We both know you're a vampire. You're 1500 years old.
Don't tell Granny that. It looks good. How are you going to use it? With a shovel. It's really the plan. I don't know. The whole plan is just to like have like a little oasis with the sugarcane. And if anybody wants sugarcane, then they come here to get sugarcane. At least that's what's in my hand. Will anybody actually do that? Is a different question. Consider the fact that I'll probably be like the only one living in this community since this entire base is gonna take forever to get close to completion. Okay, I want to mine all this iron because I've used so much just to dig this hole out. Lovely Minecraft sounds. Set it to your mate to help him with his quickies. Oh, poor you, poor you.
Fucking Dodo.
Alright, in your guys' opinion, best game sound?
Huh.
That was very villager-esque. What I meant to say was best sound of, like, best music of a game.
Yeah, that's not what you said.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. That means you too, Tino.
Oh, game music?
Yeah.
Alright, let me think for a bit. Because there's quite a few candidates.
Agreed.
Do you want me to pick one favorite?
Yeah, or top 5, or however you would like to do it. This is open for everybody, by the way. It's not just open for Tino. Just a conversation.
Alright, because there's like Nier Automata, and it has quite a few very nice ones. And I don't know which one exactly, but it's one of the earlier themes.
Okay. Granny mentions Halo, which I agree, it's just a good one. Which Halo though? Because the newer Halos don't have as good a soundtrack as the originals.
Yeah, there are too many for me actually. I can't remember what games they're from.
I need a lava bucket. Skyrim. I think that's kind of up there with a lot of people's opinions. Skyrim's is a good one. Personally, don't see the appeal of Skyrim's soundtrack. Do you, cheat
Yeah,
code.
if I were to pick one, it's the Nier Automata one,
Nier Automata.
which is getting a new game, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah, prequel to like the Automata one.
Oh, wow,
So
nice.
it's still mechs, like
People singing it in the ballroom. The one in all the games, people singing in the ball. Oh, so that's the first one. The Halo theme song, Master Chief's theme, I think it's called. Yeah, yeah. That's good. Oh, shit. Okay, I've got a lava bucket, so now I can, you know, burn like 90% of the junk I've got in my inventory. Whee. And what are your guys' favorite games? That's also an important topic to discuss. Is what are you guys interested in playing? Like, do you have a favorite game?
favorite games. That's a tough one.
That is a tough one. It's even a tough one for me. I'm trying to think of it as well. Oh, why did I throw away all my dirt? Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, I'm such a massive idiot. Oh, I threw away all my dirt, and guess what block I need right now?
Do it.
Yep. Oh, I am a muppet.
Right, so one of my favorites is definitely gonna be the Fez game. It's a puzzle game, and it messes with perspective, and it's great. I think that's my favorite.
Would you care to explain a little bit more? Because that seems...
It is very weird to explain, so no.
That's a good excuse to get out of anything explaining. Can you explain? It's really weird, so no.
No, but seriously, you'd have to, you'd have to get it for yourself, or at least watch it to get it, because it's weird to explain because it messes with perspective, and that's the whole point.
So it messes with people.
Yeah, which is normally what you're supposed to do.
Okay. What did everybody else say? Minecraft at the MO, but not really. Okay. This is where you realize you need stone and dirt. Lol. As I was typing. Yeah, exactly. As you were typing, I figured out I needed dirt. So I need to figure out how to get this into a cliff kind of face. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking at my image because that's kind of my source of reference. Okay, so by the looks of it, it's like one up, then pushes back one, and then kind of two up from there, and then so on, so on, so on. I have a feeling I kind of like got my dimensions a bit wrong.
What is your favorite game, actually?
It's my favorite game.
Yeah, what is it?
If we're talking about games I've cried when I finished, The Last of Us. But if we're talking about just normal games, no, what does Steam say? I don't even have Steam open. I don't really know, to be honest. It's a very personal question. Take me out for dinner first.
What? No.
Actually, I
You
don't
know
know.
how expensive dinner is?
I don't know. I right now I cannot think of what my favorite game would be. My mind is drawing a complete
Hard
blank.
question, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry, MO means moment. The Minecraft moment. How am I out of shovels already? I made 4 shovels. Did I break them? Did I throw them away? What? Where did all my shovels go?
You ate them.
Yeah, no kidding. Something happened to my shovels, and I'm not appreciative of that.
Why are you being so mean to shovels?
Shovels are important to my life right now. Do I have another pickaxe? I do have another pickaxe. Sweet. This. This build up. I'm enjoying Terraria now. Yeah, Terraria's a good one. That's actually a good one, yeah. It's got a lot of like
Oh yeah, and the new update.
yeah.
The last one being released
Yeah.
like last week.
I hear it's a pretty big update and pretty good. People are enjoying it.
Yeah, also the last, so it is. Yeah.
Wait, it's the last update?
Yeah, I think so. It's been running for 8 years now. I think longer as well, actually. No, what wasn't Terraria like released in 2012?
God,
If I'm not mistaken.
it's been around for ages then.
Yeah, exactly.
It's as long as Minecraft, honestly. Maybe longer. I don't know how long Minecraft's been out, to be honest. Okay, let's take a look. How is this looking? There's some consistency. It's not really the best, though. Take this down and have it. Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit better. Okay, and for the cliffs. I'm back at my base if you still need to sleep. Alright, sweet. Cheers, Granny. Much appreciated.
Sleepy weepy.
Speaking of which, probably now. No, but I think we'll be okay. Alright, do you mind reading chat for me, Tina?
Yeah, sure. Journey's End. Dodo says he doesn't know if it's the last update, but it is the last major update.
That's a shame. Because I quite enjoyed that.
Well, you can, if you consider how long it's been running, it's all right because it's a great game. And you can keep adding updates, but there's also mods. So, right?
Yeah.
I think they stopped at the right moment, and they end, at least if this is the actual last update, I think they ended it in a good way. It's not like a company milking it until it's actually like dead.
So I need to do this same thing on that side. And then we'll have the cliffs there. Ooh, excuse me. We'll have the cliffs there. Oh my god. This is a huge work in progress. My goodness. To think that this here used to be a flat piece of ground and now it's a massive hole. Wow. What do you reckon? What do you think so far, Tina?
Well, it's looking like a big hole to me.
No, I mean once the stream catches up.
give it a few minutes. Ah, looking pretty deep. You can actually make like a little something in there. There's like a little like storage room, maybe into the right.
Yeah,
Looks
possibly.
nice.
All right, so I'm gonna plant some seeds, and then I'm gonna do my singing, and then I'm gonna probably log, because I've been streaming for nearly 3 hours now, which is quite long for me. I'm glad you like it, um, Granny. It's much appreciated. Okay, let's do that. Let's do a couple potatoes as well. All right, let's finish planting this. Of course, I fall down and instantly just. This has kind of become my life now, just replanting everything.
Isn't that just life in general?
What do you mean?
Just replanting everything, redoing everything, repeating everything until, well, something happens.
Well, repeating the same thing over and over again until you get different results is considered insanity. So,
I guess we're all insane then.
yeah, I guess so. But again, that's nothing new there. God, have I already finished 3 stacks of seeds? Lord! That was quick. I was expecting a little bit more than this. At least, if Granny's going to keep playing and still being in this area, then next time I log on, we'll have had at least another, maybe 3 stacks, 4 stacks of goodness to grow back. My goodness, this has definitely become a huge, huge, huge wheat hole. Wheat hole, sorry, wheat thing. I was reading chat and said hole. Best looking hole. Probably will be quicker to mine to get diamonds. And then use diamond tools. Yeah, I have diamonds. Just I don't really want to use them because I don't really spend much time mining. Most of my time is just doing this. So that's why I'm a bit hesitant to use my diamonds up. But I'm gonna have to use them eventually, obviously. I'm just gonna sprinkle potatoes around here. Actually, it's kind of like a good intermediate shrubbery bush kind of thing. Just sprinkle some potatoes all around here. Fill this in. There's, plants. Just drop it around here. Let's fill it up in here. Some more spuds. Have you actually gone to the end yet, Granny, by any chance? Has anybody gone to the end yet?
I've been to the end.
But in the end, it didn't even matter. You try so hard and get so far.
Ah! Oh no!
That looks pretty nice. Let's just break this up. Don't know why I'm doing this, but apparently I want to. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I haven't missed that many nights.
What are you worrying about?
Keep getting attacked. Okay, well, that's more or less all the planting I'm going to do right now. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to finish this because it's not that much. So I'm going to need a lot of seeds if I have any. some. And I've got some sweet berries, which I guess I can sprinkle around inside the forest itself to add like an extra level of, you know, even though they hurt like as hell. Add like a level of variety. Okay. Let's finish the planting. This is more or less what you missed, Oxygen Dodo. Just yesterday was me just doing this for 2 hours. So, you know, you're pretty grateful that you didn't really see this. It was a fun stream though. We did talk quite a bit about various things about life, about a bit of everything really. Alright. It's my bedtime? Not quite. Not quite. Oh, you got the things that keep you up from sleeping. I'm glad. I don't even know why they added that, to be honest. It's a very random thing. It's like to make you be afraid of the night more or something. Who knows? Tino, are you still doing a quickie? I think he is.
No, I wasn't gone.
He was.
There was just people talking, and I don't like people talking.
I think he was doing a quickie. I knew it. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. It do hurt you.
But yeah, it's always Seb's bedtime.
Yeah, close enough. Alright, let's also place the sugarcane down by that little hole. Now, whoever wants sugarcane has plenty of options to get it, essentially.
Doobity doop.
Alright. Any recommendations of what songs to sing?
What's the hardest
Oxygen
one
Dodo?
I can think of?
Alright, well there you go. We have a plantation for wheat, for things now. So yeah, that was quite a stream, to be honest.
Just
Hello,
a little
welcome.
stream.
Hello, Winter.
And someone joined right at the end again.
Unfortunately, I will be wrapping up the stream shortly, Winter, but you have come into probably the most iconic part of the stream, is where I sing a goodbye of some sort. Which I don't know why I still do this, but so unfortunately you did just miss a wonderful 3-hour stream. But I will be back tomorrow, roughly around the same time, to do this stream again. and hopefully keep working on something different, but who knows. All right. I'm getting many emails, but and also hopefully the next stream I'll have a better bitrate, so the quality of the stream will be better as well. All right, so I'm gonna log off, and then I shall set up to be singing. All right, this is probably gonna be the background for what you're gonna be seeing. I am gonna go get myself some water so I can properly sing.
Stay hydrated.
Exactly. It's always important to stay hydrated, especially in, I don't know, any other reasons. It was nice chatting to you as well, Granny. But don't worry, it's not over yet. I'm just gonna get some water and then I'll be singing.
It was also nice to chat with you, Granny. Every time. Yeah. So don't let Seb know, but he's a stinky.
All right. Welcome, Shadow the Cat 98. You're just missing the stream.
Exactly.
But you did get to probably the most tedious part of it, which is me singing. All right.
Tedious part, alright.
We're going to start with no roots, since it's a relatively easy one. All right. Also had a little bit of dinner. All right, let's turn off music. Oh, wait, it's completely quiet. I have been talking for the last 3 hours, so best part. So this is probably not going to be the best. And I'm also kind of strapped for air because I've got a sleeping bag that's kind of wrapped around my chest right now. Here we go. I got no roots but my home. All right. Here we go. This is very embarrassing. I haven't done this in forever. Shit. Wow. All right.
You have passed the X Factor. You are now in the finals, and good luck.
Yay! All right, but there is more, because I can either do Someone Like You or an original song that I have written. So in chat, what do you guys recommend? What do you guys want?
Original.
You guys want the original? Oh God. All right, we'll do. Well, we'll see what chat says. If chat wants original, then we'll do original. If chat wants something else, we'll do something else. Yeah, how about that?
Chet wants original, right?
or we can do both.
Come on.
If chat really wants it, we can do both as well. You know. What do you guys?
He's gonna wake up your neighbors.
Yeah, yeah. I really hope not. But then again, it's not that late, so I don't think so.
I just stubbed my toe.
Okay, Oxygen Judder wants original. Anybody else in chat want anything? So now's your chance. Now is your chance if you want original or if you don't. By the way, the original song, it's not me singing and it's not me playing the guitar. This is done externally. So I'll be singing over them because I do not have the autistic.
Are you autistic?
I don't have the what's it called the acoustic. There you go. I don't have the acoustic version, so I'm going to be singing over the actual professional singers. If you guys choose original, but by the looks of it,
all right.
It might look like it's going to be the originals. All right, we're just gonna set this up here so you can see something. There you go. There's my derpy face. All right, let me get this set up because I need to find both my lyrics and also the video. Where is it? Oh, that's Tino getting a haircut.
I'm not getting a haircut.
No, I caught the video of you getting a haircut.
Oh. Oh yeah, that was bald real quick.
Yeah. God, where's the video though? Where on earth is the video of? What's this? Is this it? It is. Okay.
Oh no.
So this is called Lockbox. I think Tino's heard this already. I think he's read it as well, the lyrics. I wrote this
Who knows?
about a year ago now, something like that. Now there is also some rapping. I'm terrible at the rapping part, but all right. This is quite a relatively sad song. It's just as long. It's 4 minutes. And then after this, I shall wrap it up. So I hope you gamers enjoy Lockbox, which is an original song. I get tired trying to find my way. All this lockdown now, I'm a prisoner of my mind and myself so far away. The years drag on so slowly that it hurts. I'm so desensitized, victim of these lies, that the system really works. It's sad that the truth behind this was something they may never know. If they can't see you, then they can't free you when you remain a ghost. Just keep us locked away until the public eye, everything's alright. For even they would have something to say, they could look inside. Cause time stands still in here while the world flies right on by. And not a damn thing changes while the world gets worse and the people wanna die. I get tired trying to find my way. On this lockdown now, I'm a prisoner of my mind and myself so far away. The years drag on so slowly that it hurts. I'm so desensitized, victim of these lies, that the system really works. My mind playing tricks on me just to make me feel okay. Just to break my heart when reality shows itself to me each day. It hurts so bad some days, like my soul has no escape. Then I grab my guitar and I pick these strings and I sing my pain away. I get tired trying to find my way. On this lockdown time, I'm a prisoner of my mind and myself so far away. Years drag on so slowly it hurts. So desensitized, victim of these lies, that the system really works. Alright, this is the rap. I am horrible at this, so don't judge me if I mess this up.
Oh no.
Oh, my.
Oh no.
Alright, here we go. No lie, yeah. prisoner of my mind. I've been losing track of time. I've been sitting in here self for too long. I say the system was designed to keep us blind and confined, but I won't let them prevail. I'm too strong, no lie. These lockdowns on the compound so cold that got you starving and that's you can't do the store. So once the earth they get too low, it's gonna shake up everything. Once everything is gone, you do like you have no soap. Now we shower twice a week, mostly bathing in your sink with no paste to brush your teeth. I swear it's deep. Do you think that's really reach a human being? I wish there was a sacred troll who truly disagree. No lie, cause I get tired trying to find my way. I'm locked down and I'm a prisoner of my mind and myself so far away. The years drag on so slowly that it hurts. I'm so desensitized, victim of these lies, that the system really works. Holy shit. God, I'm exhausted for just doing that. Ugh. Alright, gamers, that is where I will be leaving it. I hope everybody's enjoyed the stream so far. My voice will definitely be gone tomorrow after that. But that was my attempt at singing both my original song and No Roots by Alice something. Alice M.
Oh.
Alright, I'm curious. I'm curious to see what I sound like, so I'll definitely be watching it back later. It's a nice one, actually. But I hope you gamers enjoyed. If you have any recommendations, let me know for next time. I'll definitely be playing. I'll definitely be streaming tomorrow. It's not like I've got much. Actually, sorry, I will not be streaming tomorrow because I will be in the middle of nowhere with probably no internet. So I doubt I'll be able to stream. But I will definitely stream the day after. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful morning, afternoon, and evening. Be safe, stay safe. Tell people around you love them, and enjoy the rest of your day, evening, or whatever time of day it may be. Thank you very much once again.
Yeah, what he said.
Huh?
What he said.
Yeah, exactly. I was joined on the stream by Tino, who's a great friend, and thank you very much for joining me, Tino. All right, gamers, thank you very much,
no worries.
and I shall catch you guys in the very next stream. Cheers.